students, welcome you all to our brilliant channel Maths Nation. Dear students, if you have not subscribed Maths Nation, kindly subscribe it now. I promise to complete your syllabus. Would like to solve all your queries which you may kindly drop in the comment box. So dear students, in my previous sessions we have discussed about properties of parallelogram. Today we continue with this. Please recall the properties of parallelogram. First theorem 1 says diagonal of a parallelogram properties of parallelogram. First theorem 1 says diagonals of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Second property, theorem 2 says in a parallelogram opposite sides are of equal measure. Theorem 3, third property says opposite angles of a parallelogram are of equal measure. Suppose A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Suppose A, B, C, D is a parallelogram and AC is the diagonal. AC diagonal divides A, B, C, D parallelogram into two congruent triangles. Second property says opposite sides are of equal measure. Side AB is equal to side CD and side AD is equal to side BC. And third property says opposite angles are of equal measure. Angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. Then theorem 4, property 4 says diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Suppose AC is a diagonal and BD is another diagonal. They intersect each other at O. They bisect each other means AO is equal to CO and BO is equal to DO. Okay. Now today we start with theorem 5, property 5. Then the property 5 says, theorem 5. Theorem 5 says, in a parallelogram, the bisectors of any two consecutive angles intersect at right angles. In a parallelogram, the bisectors of any two consecutive angle intersect at right angles. Suppose A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Then the bisector of any two consecutive angles. Suppose AO is angle A bisector and BO is another angle bisector. Then this means AO is angle bisector. This means measure of this angle is equal to measure of this angle. These two have same measure. And BO is also another angle bisector. This means measure of this angle is equal to measure of this angle. This means this angle measure is equal to this angle. Suppose this angle is angle 1, this angle is angle 2. Then here given, then we have to prove that this angle is right angle. Here given AO, ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram and AO and BO are angle bisectors. And we have to to prove that they bisect each other at right angle, means angle AOB is measure 90 degree. We have to prove that angle AOB is 90 degree. Proof. Then here, as we know, ABCD is a parallelogram, then AD parallel to BC, and AB is the transversal. AB is the transversal. Then transversal. This imply angle DAB, means angle A and angle B. Angle DAB plus angle ABC plus angle ABC is equal to 180 degree. Means as their co-interior angle. When two parallel lines are intersect by a transversal, then the measure of two co-interior angle is always supplementary to each other. Means sum of these two angles is 180 degree. Here angle A, means angle DAB plus angle ABC is equal to 180 degree as their co-interior angles, which imply half of angle DAB plus half of angle ABC is equal to 180 upon 2 is 90 degree. 180 upon 2 is 90 degree. Half of angle DAB is angle 1. Half of angle DAB is angle 1. And half of angle ABC. Half of angle ABC is angle 2. As AO and BO are angle bisectors. Then angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 90 degree. As angle 1 and angle 2 is equal to 90 degree, then by angle sum property of the triangle AOB, then in triangle AOB, measure of angle AOB is equal to 180 minus angle 1 plus angle 2, as by angle sum property. By angle sum property means sum of three angles in a triangle is 180 degree. Then the measure of angle AOB is 180 minus sum of 1 and 2. As sum of 1 and 2 is 90 degree. This means 180 minus 90 degree, which is equal to 90 degree. Hence, we get the measure of angle AOB is 90 degree. Here we prove that in a parallelogram, bisector of any two consecutive angle intersect each other at right angle. Okay. Then the theorem 6, property 6, and the theorem 6 says here, the theorem 6 says, if a diagonal of a parallelogram bisect one of the angle of the parallelogram, it also bisect the second angle, and then this parallelogram is also a rhombus. Suppose ABCD is a parallelogram. Suppose ABCD is a parallelogram, and the AC diagonal, AC is the diagonal, and the given conditions that AC diagonal bisect angle A, means angle bisect angle A, means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Then here this is angle 3 and angle 4. Angle 3 and angle 4. Here the theorem given. What is given here? Here the theorem says, if a diagonal of a parallelogram bisect one angle of the parallelogram, it also bisect the second angle, and also thus parallelogram is a rhombus. Here ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram, and AC is the diagonal. AC is the diagonal which bisect angle A, which bisect angle A, bisects angle A. This means, which bisects angle A. This means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Then to prove that angle 3 is equal to angle 4 means the AC diagonal bisect also angle C, and ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. You know what is rhombus? Rhombus is a type of parallelogram in which the measure of all four sides are of equal length. Means if ABCD is a rhombus, side AB is equal to AC is equal to CD is equal to AD. Here proof. Then proof. As AC diagonal bisect angle A. This means the given conditions is angle 1 is equal to angle 2 given. As ABCD is a parallelogram and AD parallel to BC. AD parallel to BC and AC is the transversal. AC is the transversal. Then angle 2 is equal to angle 4 since they are angle opposite because they are alternate interior pair. They are alternate pair. As we know that when two parallel lines are intersect by a transversal, then the measure of the alternate pair have same measure. Then here angle 2 is equal to angle 4 as they are alternate pair. And in another conditions, AB is also parallel to CD. AB parallel to CD and AC is the transversal. And AC is the transversal. AC is the transversal. Then then measure of angle 3 is equal to measure of angle 1 since they are alternate pair. Here this is equation 1, this is equation 2 and this is equation 3 since they are alternate pair. Then by 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2 equating 1 and 2 equating 1 and 2, we get angle 1 is equal to angle 4. As angle 1 is equal to angle 4, then consider in the triangle ABC, measure of angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 4. This means ABC is an isosceles triangle. In the triangle ABC, it is an isosceles triangle. Then AB is equal to BC. Then here as this angle measure is equal to this angle, which imply AB is equal to BC. Then here in the triangle ADC, consider the triangle ADC as 1 is equal to 3 and 1 is equal to 2, which means angle 2 is equal to angle 3. As angle 2 is equal to angle 3 and ADC triangle, then ADC triangle is also an isosceles triangle. If ADC is an isosceles triangle, which imply measure of AD is equal to measure of CD. As AB is equal to CD, as they are opposite sides of the parallelogram, here we get AB is equal to BC. This imply, and we get CD is equal to AD, and we know BC is equal to AD as they are opposite sides of the parallelogram. From this we come to the conclusion that AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD, which means ABCD is a rhombus. and here angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 1 is equal to angle 4, which imply angle 3 is equal to angle 4, which imply angle 3 equating 1 and 2, we get equating 1 and 2, we get measure of angle 1 is equal to measure of angle 4. Then equating 3 and 4, here measure of 3 is equal to measure of 1, here angle 1 equal to angle 4, here angle 1 equal to angle 3. Then equating 3 and 4, we come to the conclusion that angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. This means the AC diagonal also bisect the angle C, and we also come to the conclusion that the AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD. ABCD is a parallelogram in which all the four sides are equal. This means ABCD is a rhombus. Okay. Then here theorem 7, property 7 says, here theorem 7 says, the angle bisectors of a parallelogram form a rectangle. Here theorem 7 says, the angle bisectors of a parallelogram form a rectangle. Here ABCD is a parallelogram. ABCD is a parallelogram, and the angle bisectors of the parallelogram AO and BO. AO is angle bisector, and suppose DP and CP is also angle bisector. DP and CP is also angle bisector. Then we have to prove that PQOS is a rectangle. In the theorem 4, in the theorem 3, the property 3, in theorem 3 says, if AO and BO are the angle bisectors, then the measure of angle AOB is 90 degree. The measure of angle AOB is 90 degree. Here in the same conditions as DP and CP are angle bisectors, which imply this angle also measure 90 degree. Then here PQOS, in the PQOS quadrilaterals, thus these two angles are 90 degree. Then here AS is the angle bisector and DS is the angle bisector, which imply this angle also measure 90 degree. Here BQ is the angle bisector and CQ is the angle bisector, which imply this is also right angle or 90 degree. And vertically opposite, this angle PSO angle and PQO angle is also measure 90 degree as they are vertically opposite. And here in the quadrilateral PQOS, we get that all these four angles are rectangles, are 90 degree. All these four angles are right angle or 90 degree, which means PQOS is a rectangle because it satisfies all these conditions of a rectangle. Here look at, here the opposite angles are of same measure, means right angle. All these four angles are right angle. This means PQOS is a rectangle. Okay. Then here do an example. Students, please practice variety of questions. Then I have already told you, do your exercise regularly and ask me your doubt in my comment box. Here in a parallelogram ABCD, prove that sum of any two consecutive angle is 180 degree. In a parallelogram, suppose ABCD, Suppose A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. Suppose A, B, C, D is a parallelogram, and we have to prove that sum of any two consecutive. Suppose sum of angle A and angle B is 180 degree. Here look at ABCD is a parallelogram in which AD is parallel to BC and AB is the transversal. When AD parallel to BC and AB is the transversal, then angle A and angle B are co-interior angles. As we know that the sum of these two co-interior angle is 180 degree, or they are supplementary to each other. Hence proved. Then another angle B, we have also proved that sum of angle B and angle C is 180 degree. Here AB is parallel to CD and BC is the transversal. When AD is parallel to when CD is parallel to AB and BC is the transversal, then angle B and angle C are co-interior angles, then they are supplementary to each other, means sum of these two angles is also 180 degree. In the same way, we can prove that sum of angle C and angle D is 180 degree and sum of angle A and angle D is also 180 degree. Okay. Thank you students. Today this much. In my next sessions, we will continue with this.